Once upon a time were different creatures, and humans lived together. In a small African village beside a wide, shiny river lived a young man named Kelechi. The river sang soft songs every day. It sparkled in the sun like broken pieces of glass. Children played at the edge of the water. Women washed clothes and laughed together. Men cast their nets and pulled out fish for supper. Everyone in the village knew that the river was beautiful, but also very powerful. The village elders often sat under a big old tree near the center of the village. The hair was grey, and their faces were full of lines like tiny roads. They watched the river and listened to the wind. They knew many stories about spirits, animals, and magic. When the sun went down and the sky turned orange and pink, the elders would call the children and say, "Come close. We must tell you how to live safely with the river." And everyone listened with quiet hearts. One evening, the oldest elder, Baba Ojo, tapped his walking stick on the ground. "Listen, my children," he said in a slow, deep voice. "The river is our friend, but it can also hide danger. Never follow a strange woman you see alone by the water. Some are not truly women. Some are spirits. Some are snakes wearing human skin." The children shivered, but they were also curious. Kelechi, who was almost a man, looked at the river and frowned a little. The story sounded like a tale for small children, and he felt big and strong. Baba Ojo saw his face and added, "Even grown people must be careful. The spirits of the river are clever. They know how to smile. They know how to look kind. You must use your ears and your heart, not only your eyes." The fire cracked, and tiny sparks flew into the night. The next morning, Kelechi woke up early. The village was still quiet. Smoke from cooking fires rose slowly into the blue sky. Kelechi picked up his fishing net and walked down the narrow path to the river. Birds called from the trees. The grass brushed his legs as he walked. He liked the cool air on his face and the soft sand under his feet. At the riverbank, he threw his net into the water and waited. The river moved gently, making little waves around the rocks. As Kelechi pulled the net back, he heard a soft humming sound. It was like a song carried by the wind. He looked up and saw someone standing a little distance away, near the tall reeds. It was a young woman in a green wrapper, with long, shiny hair and eyes that seemed to glow like the river itself. Kelechi felt his heart jump. The young woman smiled at him, and her smile was warm and gentle. "Good morning," she said. Her voice was soft like the sound of water touching stones. Kelechi greeted her back and asked, "Where are you from? I have never seen you in our village before." The woman looked at the water and then at him. "My name is Nnenna," she said. "I live near the river." Her answer was strange, but Kelechi did not want to be rude. "I am Kelechi," he said. "Would you like some fish?" He offered her the biggest fish from his net. Nnenna laughed a little, a quiet, ringing laugh. "I do not eat fish," she replied. "But thank you." She walked closer, her feet hardly making a sound on the sand. For a moment, Kelechi remembered Baba Ojo's story, but Nnenna's eyes were so kind that the warning slipped from his mind. Days passed, and Kelechi kept going to the river, even when he did not need to fish. Each time Nnenna was there waiting, or she came soon after. They talked about many things. Nnenna knew the names of all the birds. She knew where the river was deepest and where it was shallow. She knew when the rain would fall just by watching the clouds. Kelechi told her about the village, the market, and the loud drummers on festival days. Nnenna listened with bright eyes, but she never came to the village. When Kelechi asked her to come, she would smile sadly and say, "Not yet. I belong more to the river than to the road." Kelechi did not understand, but he did not push her. He just wanted to be near her. Soon he thought about Nnenna in the morning, in the afternoon, and even when he went to sleep at night. Kelechi began to return home later and later each day. His mother watched him with worried eyes. "My son," she asked one evening, "why do you stay so long by the river? The sun almost left the sky before you came back." Kelechi only smiled and said, "I am just fishing, Mama. The fish are clever, so I must wait. But mothers see what others do not see." She spoke to Baba Ojo and the other elders under the big tree. "Something is changing in my son," she told them. "His eyes look far away even when he's sitting right here. I fear the river has cut his heart." The elders nodded slowly. Baba Ojo said, "We must watch him. The river can hide a sweet voice with sharp teeth. If he has met someone there, we must know who she really is." One afternoon, when Kelechi went down to the river with his net, 2 elders quietly followed him, staying behind the trees. They moved slowly so he would not hear the sound of their feet. The leaves rustled softly and birds hopped from branch to branch, watching the old men. Baba Ojo leaned on his stick but kept going. His eyes were sharp, even in his old age. Kelechi reached the river and waited. Soon Nnenna appeared, as she always did, her green wrapper shining in the sun. The elders watched from the shadows. They saw how Kelechi's face lit up when he saw her. They heard their gentle voices as they talked and laughed. Baba Ojo's heart grew heavy. He whispered to the other elder, "It has happened. He has given his heart to a woman from the river. This is not good." They turned and walked back to the village to plan what to do. That night, the elders called Kelechi to sit with them under the big tree. The moon was round and bright in the sky. Crickets sang in the grass. Kelechi sat down, wondering why they looked so serious. Baba Ojo spoke first. "Kelechi, my son, we saw you today by the river. We saw the young woman you meet there." Kelechi felt heat rise in his cheeks, but he lifted his head. "Her name is Nnenna," he said. "She is kind and gentle. I love her." The elders sighed. Baba Ojo shook his head. "We told you long ago. Do not trust a strange woman who lives by the river. We do not know her family. We do not know her people. Some women by the water are spirits. Some are snakes wearing human skin. Do not marry this woman, Kelechi. You are walking into danger." But Kelechi's heart was already tied in a knot of love. Kelechi went home with the elders' words ringing in his ears. He lay on his mat staring at the roof. His heart felt heavy and light at the same time. He remembered Nnenna's smile, her soft voice, and the way she knew every bend of the river. He also remembered Baba Ojo's stories about spirits and snakes. His mind turned like a wheel. The next day, he met Nnenna again. He told her everything the elders had said. Nnenna looked sad, and her eyes grew wet, like the surface of the river before rain. "Do you believe them?" she asked quietly. Kelechi shook his head. "I believe what I see," he said. "I see a kind, gentle woman who has never hurt me. I love you, Nnenna. I want to marry you." Nnenna looked at him for a long time. "If you love me that much," she whispered, "then be ready for the truth one day." Her words felt strange, but Kelechi held on to love and pushed away fear. Kelechi went to his parents and told them he wanted to marry Nnenna. His mother gasped and covered her mouth. His father frowned deeply. "We do not know this girl," his father said. "We have never seen her family. How can we agree?" Kelechi stood tall. "I am a man now," he said softly but firmly. "My heart has chosen. Please bless this marriage." The elders gathered again to talk. Some shook their heads and said, "Let him learn in the hard way." Others said, "Maybe she is just a poor girl, alone by the river." At last Baba Ojo spoke. "We cannot tie his feet. Love has covered his ears. But we will watch. We will wait. And if trouble comes, we will stand by him." So the date for the wedding was set, even though worry hung over the village like a grey cloud. The village grew busy as the wedding day came closer. Women pounded yam and cooked stew with sweet smells that filled the air. Men fetched firewood and set up chairs and mats. Children practiced songs and clapped their hands in excitement. Drummers checked their drums, stretching the skins and testing the sound with quick, loud beats. Kelechi's friends teased him and laughed. "Soon you will be a husband?" they said. "No more sleeping late." Kelechi smiled, but in his heart he held tight to one picture. Nnenna walking into the village as his bride. He brought her gifts from the market, a bright new wrapper, shiny beads, and a small mirror. Nnenna accepted them with a gentle smile. "Thank you," she said. "You are kind to me, Kelechi. I hope your heart will stay strong no matter what you see." He did not understand her words, but he hugged them like a promise. On the morning of the wedding, the sun rose bright and golden. For the first time, Nnenna walked into the village. People left there cooking and sweeping to stare. She was beautiful in her green wrapper and beads, her hair woven neatly. Her eyes still shone like river water. Some women whispered, "Where is her mother? Where is her father?" But no one spoke too loudly. The drummers began to play. Dancers circled around Nnenna and Kelechi as they walked to the open space under the big tree. Baba Ojo watched her carefully. He saw how she moved, light and smooth, almost like she was gliding. The air felt different, cooler, as if the river had followed her into the village. A soft wind blew and the leaves of the big tree shivered. Still the wedding went on, because love was leading the way. The wedding was full of joy. Kelechi and Nnenna sat side by side while people sang, danced and clapped. Plates of jollof rice, fufu and pepper soup went from hand to hand. Children ran around, laughing and playing. Old women ululated, making happy sounds with their tongues. It was a day of celebration, and for a while, everyone forgot their worries. As the sun began to fall, Baba Ojo stood and blessed the couple. "May your home be full of peace," he said. "May your love be strong, and may the river show you mercy." His last words made some people look up in surprise, but the drums covered their unease. When night finally came, the stars appeared like tiny lamps in the sky. Kelechi and Nnenna were led to their new hut, the place they would sleep as husband and wife. Inside the small hut, a lamp burned with a soft yellow light. Shadows danced on the walls. Kelechi's heart beat fast. He was happy, excited, and a little shy. Nnenna sat quietly on the mat, her hands folded in her lap. For a long moment, there was only silence between them. Outside, the village settled down. The drums grew softer, then stopped. Dogs curled up to sleep. Crickets began their night song. Nnenna looked at Kelechi with serious eyes. "Kelechi," she said softly, "you told me your heart would stay strong. Now the time has come to see if it is true. Tonight at midnight you will see who I really am. Do not shout. Do not run. Just remember that I have never hurt you." Kelechi felt a cold finger of fear touch his back, but he nodded slowly. "I trust you," he whispered, though his voice shook a little. The lamp went out and the hut became dark. Only a thin line of moonlight came through a small hole in the roof. Kelechi lay on the mat wide awake. He could hear his own heartbeat. He could hear the soft breathing of Nnenna beside him. Time moved slowly, like a turtle. At last he heard the faraway village drum strike 12 times. Midnight. Suddenly, the air in the room changed. It felt cooler, wet like mist from the river. Kelechi heard a soft rustling sound, like cloth sliding on the floor. He sat up slowly. In the dim light, he saw something shining. Nnenna's shape began to change. Her legs seemed to melt together. Her skin became covered in smooth, bright scales. In a few moments, where Nnenna had been sitting, there was now a large, shining snake with gentle eyes looking straight at him. Kelechi's mouth went dry. His body wanted to jump up and run out of the hut, but his heart remembered Nnenna's laughter, her kindness, and all the days by the river. The snake's eyes were sad, not angry. She spoke in the same soft voice he knew so well, though her mouth did not move. "This is who I am, Kelechi. I am a daughter of the river. I wear human skin in the day, but at midnight I must return to my true form." Tears filled Kelechi's eyes. "Why did you not tell me before?" he asked. The snake Nnenna blinked slowly. "Would you have loved me?" she asked. Kelechi thought about it. He did not know the answer, and that hurt him. But he knew one thing. She had never harmed him. She had listened to him, cared for him, and made his heart warm. "I am afraid," he whispered, "but I still see you, Nnenna. You are more than your body." While Kelechi and Nnenna faced the truth in the hut, Baba Ogo could not sleep. His heart felt heavy. He walked quietly to the new couple's hut and listened. He heard no voices, only the faint hiss of something moving on the floor. Fear squeezed his chest. He called 2 strong men and told them to follow him. They opened the hut door just a little and peeked inside. When they saw the large, shining snake and Kelechi sitting before it with tears on his face, they gasped. One man grabbed a stick. "We must kill it," he whispered. But Kelechi jumped up and spread his arms wide. "No!" he cried. "Do not touch her. This is my wife. This is Nnenna." The men stared in shock. Baba Ojo raised his hand. "Wait," he said. "Let us listen before we strike." The snake Nnenna slowly turned toward the door. Her eyes were full of sadness and ancient knowing. "I am not here to harm your village," she said softly. Her voice filled the small hut and drifted outside. "Long ago, your people took too much from the river. The fish grew few, the banks broke. The river spirits were angry. I came to watch to see if there was still kindness in human hearts." She looked at Kelechi. "He showed me love and gentleness. He shared stories and gifts. He did not try to command the river. He just listened. That is why I agreed to marry him. If you had trusted your elders fully, this would not have happened. But now we are here, and we must choose. Will you attack what you fear, or will you learn to live in peace with what you do not understand?" The hut was silent except for the soft sound of the river far away. Baba Ojo slowly stepped into the hut, leaning on his stick. His eyes were still sharp, but they were also wet with tears. "We were afraid," he said. "We warned this boy, but he did not listen. Still, you have not harmed him. You came in peace even as a snake." He turned to Kelechi. "You must learn from this, my son. Love is strong, but wisdom is also important. Next time, listen with both your heart and your ears." The elders and the snake Nnenna talked until the first light of morning touched the sky. At last, they made a new promise. The villagers would respect the river, take only what they needed, and never throw dirt or waste into the water. In return, Nnenna and the river spirits would bless the village with clean water and plenty of fish. When morning came, Nnenna became a woman again and walked with Kelechi out of the hut, her hand in his. Many years passed and the village by the river grew peaceful and strong. The fish returned. The crops grew tall and green. Children laughed and splashed at the edge of the water, but they did so carefully, remembering the stories. Kelechi and Nnenna lived in a small house close to the river bank. Some nights at midnight, Nnenna slipped into her snake form and swam in the cool, dark water. Kelechi sat on the sand and waited for her to return. The elders and later the younger ones told the story under the big tree again and again. Elders warned him not to marry a woman found near the river, they would say, while children's eyes grew wide. But love silenced wisdom, until the snake revealed itself at midnight. Then they would add, "The river is powerful, love is strong, wisdom is precious. Use them all together, and you will live well." And as the children went to sleep at night, they could almost hear the soft hiss of a friendly snake and the gentle song of the river watching over them. If you enjoyed this African folktale, please like this video, subscribe for more magical stories from African villages, and share it